Hey guys, hope you're all having an awesome day. So there is so many things still clearing right now. Emotions might be up and down. You might have different things coming up. You might be feeling happy one moment, sad one moment, angry one moment, whatever. But what I'm hearing from Spirit is like there are divinely guided people and situations that are coming up right now to purposely trigger you, to bring awareness to certain things, but also healing to certain things. And so some of the healing that's going on actually has nothing to do with the person or situation. It has to do with past people, past events, past situations, but it's coming up like this to help trigger and heal. So there's definitely a lot coming up, and I'm hearing like there's a lot of anger coming up for most people, a lot of disappointment, a lot of sadness, just so many different things. So one of the things Spirit asked me to advise you guys to do is use sage. So sage is really good for clearing like stagnant energy, like negative energy, any type of heaviness, stuff like that. I use sage. I don't like to sage my house because it's too smoky. I make sage spray. I have it at the shop, but I actually use sage spray. And even after readings or stuff, I like spray it and I'm like cleanse my aura with it. My favorite to actually use is Palo Santo though. It smells so good, but they specifically recommended sage. So I'm just telling you guys, if you got some sage, probably use it. And then what I would do is after you're done cleansing your house or wherever you're needing to cleanse, even some people your car and stuff, making sure you get your closets. I have no idea why they're saying that, but I guess somebody needs that message. After you sage, what I think is a really good thing to do is to put on binaural beats and walk around and put positive energy in the air and replace the old energy. For some people who don't have sage, what Spirit's specifically saying is go around your house and clap. It actually clears up energy, believe it or not. Or if you have a bell, you can actually use that and it will help clear up some energies that you have in your house. I don't know, I'm guessing people just have some energies y'all need to be clear and stuff. But definitely you could do some like feng shui, hopefully I said that right, like binaural beats and different things like that. And so you can put them on YouTube, put them on your phone, and after you're done saging, Palo Santoing, clapping, ringing the bell, whatever you're doing, you can walk around and set positive intentions and positive affirmations and stuff like that. There's just a lot of heaviness and a lot of stuff going on in the collective right now. So a lot of healing. The Psychic Tarot has been like, I wasn't even going to do a reading tonight. And like this deck is literally been calling me all freaking day. So I'm like, all right, let me do a reading. But hold on, because they wanted me to pull from here too. Wow. Okay. Oh, I've never even seen this card. That's cool. Lady Nada, Heart Awakening, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive and balance. And then they just showed me the Chariot card, balancing of masculine and feminine energy. We got the Divine Director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. I love that. Everything that's going on right now is super divinely guided, even though it kind of doesn't totally feel that way. And it feels like there's so much happening that there's not really a ton of clarity on. And that's also very intentional because there are certain things you're clearing that you don't really need clarity on. But that's also part of releasing and letting go and like stop trying to control everything, stop trying to understand stuff and just sitting with it. And the more you try to understand and the more you try to control, the less you're actually sitting with emotions and releasing them. So we got the Miriam, Sacred Vision, choose to forgive in order to heal, see the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. And I just got the word mirroring with this as well. I've never seen any of these three cards I just literally pulled, so that's really fucking interesting. But yeah, like I'm seeing like peace lily, and I'm seeing like open your heart up for love. Like it feels like a lot of you guys are wanting to put the walls down or close yourself, and Spirit's saying this is actually the time to be opening yourself up and blossoming. Even in the hard time, it's the time to open up and blossom. But a lot of you are mirroring energy right now, and especially in relationships, they're saying. And then we got this Shekinah, I hope I said that right, Shekinah, Sacred Self. I don't think I've ever pulled this one. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. I love that because I kept on seeing this like the horned moon lately. So that's interesting. Doves might be a sign for somebody as well. So that's kind of cool. All right, let me put these away. I don't know why I feel like I need to put them in the box. What are you doing? Sage is put away because she's being a little naughty for the last like 2 or 3 days. So I was like, I'm not even chancing it today. And I got Angel up my ass. Hi, baby. It's so pretty. Come up here. Jump up. Okay. What does Spirit want us to know? Wow. The cards are just fucking coming out. Baby, hold on. So it's interesting, came out 363 and then it's 313. So definitely a lot of mirroring going on. And then is 131. So definitely a lot of mirroring going on. And we got the one card that definitely was about mirroring. One more. And I keep seeing this like spiritual union card and the harmony card. So some of this might have to do with love or a relationship or a situation with somebody else. We got trapped in fear on the bottom. It feels like this is current energy. A lot of you guys are trapped in fear, fear of the unknown, fear of kind of what's going on. Everything just seems a little like chaotic. It doesn't necessarily mean you're mentally chaotic or your life's in like turmoil. Sometimes it's like a mental process. It's like not really totally understanding the shifts and things that are going on or why you're feeling certain ways or why things are leaving and things are coming and, you know, all that shit. So we got rejoice and celebration, material and spiritual prosperity, recognition and reward, transformation, base chakra. We got a ton of reds at the top. And then we have moving on, choose wisely, the waiting game, rest and rejuvenate, material harvest. We got a lot of the hands on the bottom again, like the open hands. We got like 3 of the cards with the open hands. I don't know. I keep just getting this energy of like on the top row of like you're holding on to somebody or something. And none of the cards say that. And none of the cards mean that. I just keep getting this like energy. It's like you're holding on to something and it's like you won't let it go. Like you're grasping and holding something and not letting it go. And Spirit is like, let it go. It's hurting you. It's like you're holding on almost like, I don't know why this just popped in my head, but it's almost like a boat that's about to like freaking go angel. A boat that's about to go sail away. And it's like you're grabbing onto the rope and trying to like hold it in, but it's like way too strong. And all it's doing is literally hurting you. It's like making your hand hurt and it's like literally pulling you and just breaking you. So has nothing to do with these cards, but that's just, I just keep seeing this like in my mind, like that you guys are holding on to things that don't help you. And it's like, you're not moving on. So it's interesting because the way the cards came out is not even the energy I'm getting. Like the rejoice and celebration card is usually about like sharing like things with like friends and family and celebrating like something positive coming in, like something happy coming in. And it doesn't feel like that energy at all. It feels kind of like the opposite. It feels like a lot of you guys are like distancing yourself from people or having issues in your relationships and stuff. And I'm getting a lot of like reflection energy, like reflecting on what it is that you desire for your life, whether that's people, situations, like thinking about different things and periods of time in your life and your fears and what it is that you want, and like really like thoroughly like analyzing, like, is this good for me? Is this what I want? It doesn't even seem necessarily like an overthinking energy. It more so feels like this contemplation energy, like really seeing like what it is I desire, what it is I want, and how can I make that happen. But it feels like most of you guys aren't in the planning phase. You're more so like in the contemplation phase rather than the action phase, like just truly trying to understand stuff and truly trying to like go within and like get this like this realization. There's something with this where it's like there's some type of balance that like you're trying to bring in your life, and it feels very subconscious, like you're not even aware of it. It's like you internally know that there is balance that needs to come. Like some of you guys are 2 in the masculine, 2 in the feminine, 2 in the human, 2 in the spirit, 2 in like one way or the other, like extremes. And it's like you're trying to bring some type of balance and some type of understanding. But through this hard time, and what they're showing me is through this hard time, you're actually transforming, you're actually breaking free, and you're building that solid foundation. You're building that stability within, like you're building this internal stability. And it's odd because literally it has nothing to do with any of the cards I pulled at all, like none of the meanings. They're just showing me in the cards like what y'all need to know. So it's like this, you're building this like practical, stable energy, which makes total sense. We're in Taurus season. That's what we're all about, is like that stability, that structure, that foundation. And without it, it's like, it's hard. Like for me personally, like I have a hard time dealing with certain signs. Like Geminis are probably one of the hardest ones I have dealing with. Just because they're so fucking like one extreme or the other. And I'm like, who are you today? Like, what's up? And like, I don't understand them because I'm just like, I am like the same at my core all the time. And they're just not. So like for me, it's, I need that stability. I need that understanding to be able to like comprehend things and be safe. So like, I don't know, it's just me and yeah. But it makes sense why this is going on right now. So this is actually cool because it feels like that's a lot of insight on like kind of what's going on and why it's going on, even though we don't fully grasp and understand it. It's like, it's almost like they're saying it's like this internal questioning, this internal inquisitive like understanding and motivation for your behaviors and actions and thoughts and all these things. And there's a lot of like contemplation. There's a lot of inner reflection that's going on because of this. Okay, so we have moving on, choose wisely, the waiting game, rest and rejuvenate, material harvest. It feels like some of you guys do have a choice to make, and it's like, are you going to move on from the old, or are you going to step forward to the new? And it really just feels like this has a lot to do with something with timing and patience and something blossoming. It's like you don't see something in front of your face or something fully blossom. So it's like you're ready to walk away from it. It's like there's no, it almost feels like there's no signs, there's nothing to suggest that this one thing you desire or that you want is for you. So it's like you're ready to move on and walk away from it. But it feels like you're kind of going back to the old energy. Like you're making almost like the same choice you used to, but you're not even aware that it's the old choice you used to make. Like you feel like you're making a new choice, but you're not actually making a new choice. And it feels, and they're showing me that boat thing again. It's like you're holding on to the old instead of moving on, but Spirit's like trying to guide you, and they're going to guide you to this. You know, they're going to give you the messages. They're going to give you the signs in the right time. Don't try to pull it up sooner. You'll get an understanding of everything that's coming up in the right time. They will help you, but sometimes you just have to sit with the energy, to feel the energy, to release it in order for the answer to actually come. And if you understood it, you wouldn't be pulling that out. You wouldn't be releasing it. You wouldn't be getting this deep clarity and understanding that you're going to be getting from this situation or this person or whatever it is. But yeah, it feels like some of you guys are like seeing that you're ready to step forward, like you are ready to make changes. And it's like the inner child's like scared a little bit for some of you, and it's like scared to move to the new because it's so unknown and so, you know, like there's no familiarity there. But Spirit's like, you know that this is what's right for you. Internally, you know this is what's right for you, you know what's good for you. And it feels like there's a lot of like chaos right now, like with it doesn't feel like some of you it feels like a literal decision, but some of you it just feels like mentally like a choice to move on from a person or a situation or something from the past, like changing your behaviors, changing your thoughts, like the way you process, the way you think, the way you handle things, like really leaving the old behind. And it feels like they're showing me the back and forth card. It's like some of you go back and forth with it, and you move forward and then take a step back, and you move forward and you take a step back. But that's okay, because in that process you're actually balancing, you're actually realizing more than you used to before. And then what's going on and what Spirit's kind of giving me is like you'll take a step forward. It's a little scary, it's a little heavy, but then it's like you're seeing, okay, this is a little bit better for me. You know, this feels better for me. Internally it feels better for me. Internally it feels good. But then it's like you're a little scared because it's like trusting in something you're not seeing, trusting in, you know, the intuition, trusting in the divine, letting go of that control is a little scary. So then you're like, you know what, let me go back a little bit. Like, let me take a few steps back. Let me check this. Let me think about this. Let me reflect on this. And then it's like, you're like, well, you know what, this don't fucking feel good either. Let me go back. And it's like almost like in the middle, but Spirit's saying this is a good thing. If you're in this energy, it's a good thing. This balance, this going back and forth is actually a good thing, because in this, you're starting to internally pick up the energy for things, and you're starting to feel the difference between what's right and what's wrong for you, what's good for you and what's not good for you. And it's an internal processing, and it's a energy thing, they're saying, more than anything. And it's like you're doing this, and it's helping really give that foundation for moving forward, like without going back and forth and seeing both choices. It's like you wouldn't really have that when you're ready to move forward, you wouldn't really have that foundation to actually move forward. You'd still be thinking, maybe I should do this, and be going back and forth. So it's really just to restructure. Some of this is like an energetic thing and physical thing as well. And it's like, it's helping you move forward. So we got the last two cards, we got rest and rejuvenate and material harvest. And I love this because if you notice, these cards came out the other day too. Both of their hands are open to receiving. Both of them are like in the masculine energy and just very zen, right? Even though the words are saying two different things, it's like, this is, I love how it came out like this. This is a balanced energy. This is a balance between, they're saying nurture and nature for whatever reason, but this is a balance between like the material world and the spiritual world, like, you know, the physical and the mental and stuff. And it feels like there's, especially within the masculine energy, which is like a lot of times where we're really guarded and protected with our heart and all of that, like that's like putting the walls down and trusting. That's opening ourselves up to receiving. That's opening our minds up to getting the messages into understanding. And it's bringing a sense of like peace and stability. It's bringing a sense of allowing. It's bringing a sense of being in receiving energy. And for some of you, it's going to be receiving in a physical, you know, form with a person, or like a business opportunity or a job or education or friendship or whatever it's going to be for you, a house, you know, whatever it is for you, but it's going to be opening yourself to actually receiving this gift. And they're specifically using the word gift because it's a blessing. It's something that you desire, it's something that you deserve. And Spirit is like, we see your struggle. We see the hard work you've been putting in. We don't want you to think it's for nothing. Like, it's hard. We understand. We're trying so hard to help you get to this stable energy, this stableness within, so you can have that internal peace, so you can have that internal calmness, so you can have that internal happiness. And this way, when things do come up, it's like you're able to deal with it. It's just like a light breeze, you know, across your shoulders. No longer this like gut-wrenching pain. It's like this light breeze that comes through. And it's just so easy for you to deal with. And it's because you're going to have those tools and that stable foundation. So when things do arise, like, it's going to be so much easier for you to handle it. And it's just going to be like a baby bump. It's going to be like nothing. It's going to be like literally like a little tiny baby speed bump versus, you know, a freaking huge, like running into a ditch or something, trying to pull yourself out. So there is a lot that is manifesting for you guys. Even though you're not really seeing it, it is manifesting for you. And there's a reason you're not seeing it, and you are growing in this period of time. And Spirit is saying, be patient with yourself. There's a lot of unknowns right now. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of changes, and that can cause fear. And, you know, we got the fear card on the bottom, trapped in fear. That can cause a lot of fear. That can cause a lot of turmoil. And it's because they're really shaking the ground that you're on, and they're really pulling up all these old like conditioning and ways of thinking that have just not been beneficial for you. And it's not just for you, it's a collective thing, but I'm also hearing it's like an intergenerational thing where it's within the family as well. So there's a lot of shifting within like the family and making really big changes and clearing like really old karma and old energy and stuff. All right, let's see what else we got. And they're saying, like, I hope that this gives you a sense of like calmness and peace. Like, I hope that you guys like understand that all of this is happening for your benefit. And even though you might not understand it and see it now, you will when you need to. You will in the right time. And then it's going to be like, it's just going to feel like this release, like this. You just lift like a weight off your shoulders. So even though you're going through the hard times, it's not to be like falsely optimistic. It's more so to just understand in the back of your mind that like, even though this sucks or even though this is difficult, this is for my benefit. This is for my well-being, okay? I don't know why they're saying that, but wow, okay. No, I'm not pulling all those. That is a lot of cards. Can I just get one more? Okay, we got your angels and spirit guides are watching over you. You're safe and protected. So this is the third time it came out. You are safe and protected always. So if you're not feeling safe, just ask for guidance, ask for a sign, ask for them to let you know they are there. You're a beautiful being of love and light also came out. And what I'm getting is some of you guys are feeling really negative about yourself. There's a lot coming up where maybe you've made choices that weren't always the best for you and other people. And a lot of guilt and shame is coming out. And Spirit wants you to know you are a beautiful soul. You have a beautiful soul, and that we all make choices and we all mirror lessons to each other. And we do take responsibility for our own choices, obviously. But it's also not like feeling guilt and shame. It's understanding that you're a human being, that you make decisions based on what you know is the best in that time. And a lot of people do act out of trauma or do act out of pain and stuff, but as long as you're acknowledging that and apologizing and holding yourself accountable and being aware of it and changing it, like that's okay. Like it's okay to release it. You don't have to hold on to this shame. You don't have to hold on to this guilt, okay? Put a smile on your face, change your perspective, appreciates the positive, I feel like I can talk normal until I start doing the readings, and then I feel like I can't talk. Appreciate the positives in life. Be honest with yourself about how you truly feel about the situation. That feels like some deep fucking energy, guys. Like that literally feels like some of you guys are not really being honest with yourself. You're like putting the walls up, and the inner child and the ego are coming out, and it's like, what is it you truly want? What is it you truly desire? And why are you blocking yourself right now? This might have something to do with it for some of you. Who is the first person that pops up in your mind? Communicate with them. There's something that you need to tell them. Whoever is not communicating their feelings and they're running away from it, or they're not dealing with it, you need to face this. Like Spirit is saying it's not okay for you to keep running. Like this is not okay for you to keep running. Like you did it in the past because that's what helped you as a kid. It is not helping you now. It's actually hurting you now, and it's blocking you from true happiness, and you need to stop doing that. Get creative, paint, draw, or play some music, write a poem, song, or book. Creative outlet. Whatever emotionally is going on with you guys, use it as a way to express yourself, whether that is drawing, whether that's painting, whether that's writing a song, poem, or a book. Use it as a way to express yourself creatively and get your emotions out. Express gratitude for all of the good people and things in your life, and the answer you're looking for is yes. I'm going to really quickly pull from this affirmation deck. The same card came out the last time I pulled these, I'm pretty sure. I understand there are times to move and there are times to be still. In my stillness, I am seeking greater understanding. I take time to rest and contemplate. I strive for unconditional happiness here in the present. I am still, and this just came out, and that message came out before about you guys in contemplation and understanding things at like a deeper level. I am capable. Obstacles are only as large as I believe them to be. I can achieve anything I desire with comfort and ease. I have all the necessary tools to reach my goals. When I lead with positivity and love, helpful people show up to aid my endeavors. I am capable. And then the last one is I am grateful. I realized that I don't know why I literally can't read today. I realized that what is right about my life outnumbers what I perceive to be wrong about my life. I choose to focus on what makes me feel good. I'm grateful. And we got a few cards about being grateful. I started getting like messages in the middle of reading it, and then I don't even remember what the messages are, so I'm sure I'll know later. I'm getting so many downloads. I am restocking my roller balls. I just got all of the bottles in, so I am restocking all of them. I still have a few solar plexus chakra, and I think I have a few heart chakra in stock at the store. But I had some people ask me about some of the other ones, so I'm doing the uplifting one. I'm doing can't even think. Uplifting one, the stress relief, and I'm out of the empath roller ball as well. So I'm restocking those over the weekend. So if you guys need shipping, if you're in Spring Hill, Florida, you can come pick it up at the store. I'm here this weekend. But if not, if you need shipping, send me a message and let me know. I still have some empath bath salts also as well. And it's good for releasing energy and just very relaxing, uplifting. They got some flowers and other different herbs and petals and stuff in them. And Spirit actually was guiding me today to make a roller ball specifically for the throat chakra for communication and self-expression. So I have to order some of the things that they told me to get for it. So I'm going to be making that too very soon. So I'll definitely post on the page. You guys can also follow me at Healing Earth Crystals on Facebook, which is where I primarily post all of my crystals. I do have an Instagram, it's Healing Earth Crystals 11, but I don't really post on there that much. I usually use Facebook. So it's linked in my bio. In any of my bios, the link for the crystal page for Facebook is on there. So if you guys are interested in crystals as well, I do ship them. And I usually post all the new ones as I get them in. So I have a huge shipment coming in this week I'm fucking excited about. So anyway, I hope you guys all have an awesome day, and I'm wishing you guys so much love and light.